Pentagon flunks seventh straight audit. Can't fully account for $824 billion budget. This makes absolutely no sense. Why do we continue to fund the Pentagon when they lose almost $1 trillion? I mean, this is crazy that this is happening. This is why Trump is working with Elon Musk and Ramaswamy to put together this Doge department to come in and clean up this stuff, because this makes absolutely no sense. Our money, our tax dollars just goes into a black hole and disappears, and we have no idea what's happening with it. It's unacceptable. So we're gonna talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from Red State, from Mike Miller, and he reports that as Red State reported on November 12th, President-elect Donald Trump announced that Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk and former Republican presidential candidate and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy will lead his newly created Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. Trump said at the time, "These two wonderful Americans will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies essential to the Save America movement." If there's a better example of the urgent need for the Department of Government Efficiency headed by Musk and Ramaswamy, no less, than the one that follows the link, follows the below link. I'm unaware of what it is. So here's the link here. You're talking about Elon Musk, Ramaswamy. He said, it was reported on Friday that the Pentagon, the nation's largest government agency, failed its seventh audit in a row, still unable to fully account for its more than $824 billion budget. I mean, again, like, so there's absolutely no accountability. They just allowed to just continue to fail these audits and nothing happens, nothing at all. Like, what's the point of an audit if there's no accountability? But worry not, suggested Pentagon officials, who stressed that they're making good progress towards a clean audit in 2028. You can't make this stuff up. 2028. Something tells me, in the minds of Elon and Vivek, more than 4 years isn't good enough. According to reports, the Department of Defense, led by often under fire Secretary Lloyd Austin, is just terrible woke dude, technically earned a disclaimer of opinion, meaning it failed to provide sufficient information to auditors to form an accurate opinion. First question, why? I'll venture a guess that the answer is because sufficient information was nowhere to be found, which raises the second question, why not? That's because they don't account for it. They have these black budgets where they just throw all the money into and no one knows what for. The goal is to earn a clean audit, which means an audit finds financial statements are accurate, and a qualified opinion says that while there are omissions and concerns, a government agency's finances are generally reliable. In this case, we're talking about more than $824 billion taxpayer dollars. I suspect that Musk and Ramaswamy will be concerned about more than accurate financials, which of course are a must, but even more importantly, the size of the Pentagon's budget and eliminating wasteful and unnecessary spending trumps all, pun intended, he says. But still, Undersecretary of Defense, Comptroller, and Chief Financial Officer Michael McCord said in a statement that despite the disclaimer of opinion, the Defense Department, quote, has turned a corner in its understanding of the depth and the breadth of its challenges. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? This is the last time in this article I'll mention Elon and Vivek, but I bet turning the corner isn't good enough either, particularly for another 4 years. McCord continued, momentum is on our side, and throughout the department there is strong commitment and belief in our ability to achieve an unmodified audit opinion. What? So why is it going to take 4 years for this to happen? And at a Friday briefing with reporters, McCord said, I do not say we failed. As I said, we have about half clean opinions. We have half that are not clean opinions. So if someone had a report card that is half good and half not good, I don't know that you call the student or the report card a failure. We have a lot of work to do, but I think we're making progress. What? If you have a report card that is half good and half not good, yes, that means it's not good. If you have 4 A's and 5 F's, that means you're not doing good. Like, what are you talking about? These people are nuts. We're not talking about a student's report card here, bud. We're talking about close to $1 trillion in the defense and security of the United States of America. Incidentally, the Pentagon has never passed an audit since the agency became legally obligated to conduct them in 2018. I think we need Rand Paul to go in there and find out what's going on. But without mentioning names, as I suggested earlier, I have a feeling that the Defense Department will be held fully accountable for both its expenditures and its initiatives long before 2028. I hope so. I think I'll just leave it here for now. Yeah, I mean, this is just ridiculous that a government agency can lose almost have almost $1 trillion unaccounted for. Like, that makes absolutely no sense, especially with technology we have to be able to track every single thing. They track every single dollar I spend. How did they not know where the money, that our taxpayer money, is going when it comes to the Pentagon? But leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.